Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA, and welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree. This is for the second Sunday in Lent, and we're looking at the first and second lesson with just a hint of the gospel. Now, you might hear an echo a little bit because my office is completely empty. If you've been following it for a while, you notice the Far Side cartoons are gone and all that. And it's not because I'm moving. I'm still here. We're just recarpeting, and we got to do some cleaning and some stuff that I had to clean out my entire office. So there we are, just so you know. All right, so we're looking at the gospel. We're looking at the first lesson, we're looking at the second lesson, and we're looking at the gospel just a little bit. Want to talk about promises. We're in Lent, and we have made promises to our God. Some of us have made promises to ourselves where we say, I'm going to give up this, I'm going to give up chocolate. I was reading a joke the other day that says, I've given up chocolate, and this was New Year's resolution, but I give up chocolate for New Year's. It's going great. I don't even think about it. It's not even in my vocabulary. Cadbury. Anyway, it was silly, and it's a dad joke, and I laughed. So, but the fact is that we make promises, and sometimes we keep them. A lot of times we don't. We stumble and we fall, and we are reminded of our need for God throughout the season of Lent and beyond. The texts tell us that our God is a God that is faithful, and a God that comes to us, and a God that does not break God's promises. So the items I'm looking at is I'm either looking at chocolate, if you wanted to say, I gave up chocolate, or coffee, which I have not given up coffee. I've actually taken on this season, I've lifted up a couple of practices where I am, as you probably know if you've been watching this, I do sleight of hand magic. So one of my things I've picked up is that I'm going to do a magic trick, do a magic effect for someone every day, and that is a stretch for me. So things like that where I can bring joy to someone's life. So I'm lifting up an item. Anyway, so we're looking at giving up chocolate and that promise. The other, utterly smooth. I use this. This is a great hand cream, and it feels like I'm endorsing it. Utterly smooth. You too can have a hand like this. Anyway, but no. The reason I'm using this is because I'm talking about, in promises. There's one Dollar Store Children's sermon I used a while back on guarantee. Like you buy something and it says has at least 30 buttons. So we have that guarantee, that promise that is made. And I loved on the back of this, and it just made me laugh. And it's, so utterly smooth, when you read through, utterly smooth, non-greasy hand cream, deeply moisturizes your skin, etc., etc. Gets to the end, it says utterly smooth, does not contain any milk or bovine ingredients. And I just laughed. It's like, so their guarantee is that there's no cow parts in this utterly smooth hand cream. Which, when I'm going for a hand cream, no cow parts, that's an important promise I want to have made. So, silliness. So looking at this going, I got this hand cream and there's no cows in this. How do I know? Because they've made me a promise. Well, our God makes a bigger promise than that. And then we as people of God are called to be imitators of that promise as we reach out and as we again remind people again and again and again that God is a God of love and reaches out and says, I'm going to walk with you, I'm going to be with you. So I'm looking at promises, and that our God is faithful, our God is loving, and our God is always taking the step out to keep God's promises. All right, hope that can be a springboard for you in your own thinking, in your own children's sermon. Thanks for stopping by, and I do hope you have a fantastic week and a blessed Lent.